Boom, boom. This is Ken, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. All right, we got a little bit of Soul Land Reloaded up today. So we've got a couple of new events going on. Well, actually, one returning event, and then one is actually a new event. This is the first time I've ever seen this particular event, so let's go and take a look at it real quick. It's underneath your desktop scroll screen there, and it's called the Soul Land Secret Realm. So I'm not really sure how profitable it's going to be. It's a 3-day event, so it's not a long-term event. Usually when they have some large-scale events like this, which has their own shop, and it involves doing quests, things they usually run like 7 days or even 9 days on occasion if it's festivals. But this is just a 3-day event, okay? So it started today, so it's going to be up for another 2 days. It's got a shop attached to it where you can get items. You get the coins as you're going through the actual the grid, and you can actually purchase certain things to make things go a little bit faster. So there's quite a bit of good stuff in here. I mean, as you can see, these are large packs. This is 40 shards. So the thing about it is it's got Wu in it, who is one of the best out there. So it's usable in that case. This one goes a little bit farther. This one actually has Ren all the way up to Ren in it. So pretty good chests in terms of that. We've got multiple shards for different types of hidden weapons. We've also got something right here which is called the breaking stones. So these breaking stones are required for the SP. You enhance them, and then to break them into the next enhancement level, you need these breaking stones. So you can get those right here, of course. But if you look right down to it, that's all good stuff. This is one of the best shops, and it's one of the best shops I've seen right now because of this. That's right, 100k year spirit rings. These are exceedingly hard to get, exceedingly difficult to get. You have to, really the only way to get those is through the hunting ground, through max level hunting ground. And this is a chance to pick up 4 of them for 8. So this is a chance to really make a dent into the skills for some of the SP characters. If you're a newer player, you've probably been able to get your hands on an SP or one or two SP characters just by playing the game. But one of the reasons is you'll never be able to level up those skills because it requires 100k soul rings, and you can't get them because you're not level enough, high enough in the level to actually get up into the actual high enough in a Royal Hunting Ground where you can actually get these things, because the drop rate in the lower levels is exceedingly low. So really only the only way to get a consistent number of these things is to get up in the Royal Hunting Ground, last 1 or 2 levels in it, which I have not even managed to get there as of yet. But here's a chance to get a large number of them. Okay, quite a few of them. Okay, and you can get, this is 4. If I'm reading this correctly, that seems to me that for 8 you get 4 of them, and you can get 10 times. So that's theoretically 40 right there. And then down here looks to be the same. Another 10, but this is 20, a little bit more expensive. So it's for 10. Again, excellent. Okay, next in line, but we've got triple S shards. This right here is one of the items that I've been trying to do to start leveling up my the key on your actual immortal herbs. This is one of the ways to do that. So this is a chance to get those shards here, and then look right here. That's right. Dusk, good chance to get complete some of those things. It's 25 shards. Divine Tool shards don't come very often. Okay, they do not come very often. So whenever there's a chance to snatch them up, it's good, and they're cheap. I mean, as you can see, they're very cheap. You're not going to get a lot of these secret coins. Of course, you can pay for them. and then the Commander's Dragon Core, and then the Devil's Spider Core. So I would probably, this right here is what I would probably look at. Okay, but in reality, these things are probably what you want to look at. Okay, because this is just a lot. Now, this is not selectable. Okay, so you know you might get duplicates, but duplicates you can you want duplicates to level up. You just fuse it with that to make the level up. So I'm nowhere near to the point right now where that would be an issue for me. So I don't have to worry about getting a soul that's going to be maxed out, and that's not for me. But for those of you who have already done that, if you've got a number of your skills maxed out, if there's only like maybe one or two, but you need to get one, you probably would not be. It probably wouldn't be beneficial simply because of the fact that it's random. Okay, and they're both random. Okay. So randomly obtain and randomly obtain. So if your full levels on your skills are just missing one or two, this is probably not something. The chance of you getting lucky, you might get lucky, but then again, chances are you might not. So if you've got some of your skills maxed out, it's all up to you whether or not you want to give it a try. If otherwise, I would probably suggest going to the soul bone and getting some of these. I mean, these are the shards that you need to actually, level up. So it's something that you might want to consider as well too. Okay, you need shards if you want to level them up, and then of course the triple S if you want to level up the key inside of your mortal herbs. This is another thing that's the Soulforge event has not been happening. These last Soulforge event have SS plus shards. We have not seen any of the triple S immortal herbs, making them a little bit difficult to get. The nice thing about this is you could probably just snatch up like 55. That would be 110 right there. That would be a large way towards getting you well up into the key levels, because the key levels doesn't take many of these shards. So you really wouldn't have to spend that much to get a large one. But yeah, there's some really good events in here. They've got the Terra Claw if you want to start building up those shards. That's one of the things that caught my eye was the fact that this is 200. You know how they give you the actual in the Soulforge. They had periodic events where they would give you large amounts. Like in one of the events on the Soulforge, they give you like 900 Phoenix Divine Blood. I've actually purchased that because it was ridiculous. It was at a fairly easy cost, and they give you 900. I've still got some of those left. But this right here is a chance to get your hands on a large number of these right here. Imagine getting both of those. That's 400. That would go a long way towards getting close to maxing out the Dust Golds. For me, especially because I've already got 2 stars. I've already upgraded it to 2 stars. So I could really start making a dent in there, maxing it out. So, yeah, it's a really good event. It's a really good event. I'm really surprised they introduced it right now. But that's what you got. So it's basically you're getting stamina. Okay, you got these Mystic Realm quests. Basically, just use stamina. Okay, I've got a bunch of stamina chests saved up. Okay, so should not be any problem. I've got sausages coming out the yin yang, so I'll be able to easily obtain the 3,600 inside of 3 days. And then as you use the tokens and whatnot, if you spend money, you'll be able to start getting some of this stuff right here. Okay, because you'll have to use the untimed tokens, which you can purchase. If you look at a mystery shop, you'll see that these are limited time tokens. Okay, so I don't think these actually count towards the actual. These will because they're untimed. This one doesn't because it's limited time. So if there's nothing up here, that means it's an unlimited. Okay, and if you look at the actual, rewards inside of the actual it's untimed exploration tokens. So not to limited time, untimed, which means only purchasable. There's no limited time quest in here. None of these are for limited time tokens. Okay, but you'll be able to get these are limited time. These are limited time. So the only way to get this stuff is to actually purchase purchase them from the shop. Okay, actually working through then the chests and whatnot. You can get some really good stuff here. Each time you use an explorer, you're going to go 1 to 3 squares. Okay, and you get all the rewards. Okay, so I've gotten all of these rewards today. Okay, so you're going to hit these 10s. Okay, you're going to hit these. Okay, because you get even even if you do 3, you get all 3 of the ones that you pass through. So it's not like you have to hit it to get it. Okay, they give you the rewards, all of the rewards. So you just want to try to clear at least one level of the grid. Okay, doing that is going to get you quite a bit of these gold coins, these secret coins, because this is what you're looking for, because this is where the really good stuff's at. Okay. So yeah, it's a really good event. Excellent reward structure. They've got pretty much just about everything in it, all the high-end stuff. And it looks like they're giving you quite a bit of coins, so you'll be able to do some real damage. Okay, I'll be honest with you. I'm leaning towards, at this point, since I can get my hands on SP shards inside of the Soul Forge. They've had those in there. It looks like that's going to be a staple, the SP fragments. So whenever a Soul Forge comes up, I'll maybe get a large set of those. Okay. So I'm leaning more towards going either with the Triple S Extended Bones, which is the Dust Gold, or going with the Triple S Immortal Herb Shards. That's what I'm leaning towards, because those are the 2 items. I mean, I have not seen the Extended Bones inside the last couple of Soul Forges, so I'm not sure it's actually going to be an item that they're going to include. I mean, they did at one time have some in there. It was never a large number. It was just enough to actually get started. But it has, in the last ones, there has not been any Dust Gold Shards, and there has not been any Triple S herbs. It's always been SS Plus herbs. So those are probably the 2 that you might want to look at in this particular event. Okay, considering you might not be able to get them. And the Dust Gold Terror Claws that they give you in the event, it's only like 10 of them. And in the Zookins concert's not up very often. So, once a month maybe or something like that. So it's just, yeah, it's not going to be fruitful that way. So this is really good, and that's a large number of them inside the shop. So, but we still got a couple days to decide. Don't do anything right now. Don't purchase anything at this particular point. And the reason I say it is because they change things. A lot of times in these new events, they might give us something in the mail, give us a reward, a little chest where we can get some extra shards and stuff. They do that occasionally. And we're getting into the holiday season. So it would not surprise me if they do that. So just hold off. If wait until the last day to actually make any purchases. Okay, so that's what it's called. Okay, it's called the Soul Land Secret Realm. Okay, good event. Zoo King's concert's up. I guess again, sweep it. Okay, limited time events. We do have an Immortal Herb event up. And I know what you're saying. Oh, there's an Immortal Herb up there. Well, you're not going to get any Triple S chests unless you pay the money. The Immortal Herb sale has sorry, but they are, as I said before, SS Plus. This is not the Triple S shards. You might want to do the chest. Okay. But again, you don't get Triple S in the chest either. It's SS Plus. So again, the event's the only way to get it. So the other, I got the Ghost Flame Beast is back. You will be able to put a star into this Beastie Boy, which is good. Now, this is what I was talking about, the Ghost Flame Beast. The other item inside of the shop that you might want to consider looking into is the actual Breaking Stones. The Breaking Stones occur inside of the Spiritualization. You've got the soul. If you've seen that soul liquid, you get a lot of that. This is not a problem. The problem is doing these, breaking it. You need to have the Breaking Stones, and you need to get 288. You can get these fairly easy if you consistently do the Pagoda. If you do the Pagoda on a daily basis, you'll get those swords. Okay, I've gotten them. That's how I got them. Okay, so you shouldn't have any trouble with that. They're also in the shop. The soul the Spirit Shop, I believe is what it's called. Yes, Spirit Shop, right here. Right here's the Spirit Shop, and you will see them right here. It's weekly. Okay, I think it's 35 is what I want to say. Okay, so you're looking at about 3,500 in diamonds, and then of course quite a bit, a large number of the actual. But getting the coins for this is easy, and there's really not a lot of nice stuff to spend it on. I basically just purchase this and this on a daily basis. When I have diamonds to spare, I do snatch up these sometimes, and I will occasionally snatch up some of the artificial spirit souls when I'm looking to level things up. But I usually just grab the spirit stones as a consistent, but wait for them to come up on a weekly basis. Okay. So those events up. So we've got those events. So it's really good. Okay. The Chin event's gone. So I hope everybody got everything that they were looking for inside of Chin. But we should be getting a next character in a week and a half. So it looks like we're going to probably sometime early December we should be seeing. I'm hoping it's BB. We'll know pretty soon here. We'll know. You'll start seeing pictures for the next character. Plus, on the main login screen, the day before the event starts, you'll see saying that they're going to be introducing the new character and who it's going to be, and then the event will appear up the next day. So you'll know a day beforehand, which is really making because the they're really driving down the diamonds. With any time you've got these flames up and stuff like that, it costs a lot of diamonds to get the stuff. So moving the diamonds down, but I should have enough. On a new character, you're going to need 9,000 just to get those first 15. So always want to make sure you have 9,000 in the bank whenever you're getting ready to have a character that you want to pull on. If you want to get those, purchase those with the diamonds. But other than that, that's pretty much it. There's nothing else going on at this particular time. I've been noticed over the past couple of days that I was having trouble inside the sect actually doing the event. It would time out. I'd have to reconnect. I was doing it on both 5G and doing it both on my wireless here in the house, and there's nothing wrong with the wireless in my house. So it might have something to do with the servers. They do have a new server introduction coming out. So I think it might be just that in terms of the new server that they're opening up. I think they might be getting overloaded, which is why they're opening up a new server. I think the server's just a little bit crowded. So the new server will hopefully alleviate that issue. And they can start rolling some of the players over to that hopefully, so that we can think. But I expect that to clear up. Didn't have any problems with it today so far, but I haven't done my second round for this evening, but I will be doing that pretty soon. But I did want to point out about the two new events, and I did want to point this event out. Okay, this is this is one of the best shops I have seen. This mystery shop is to die for. This is really good stuff inside the gold coin shop. Okay, the silver coin shop's not bad. Okay, you can get stuff in here too, but there's really nothing in here that's earth-shattering. These are basic just enhancement materials, and you can get a little bit of the shards as well too. But those are SSS characters. Those are not SP characters. Same with this. This is triple S. So this is low, mid-level to low-level stuff. So, but it's a chance to get some, get some good. If you're lacking anything, now's a chance to get your hands on it. But yeah, there's nothing astronomically awesome about this particular one. Okay, so keep that in mind. This is something to consider. Element stones are something that are difficult to come by. It's a little pricey, but there's only 2 of them, so 80. You're going to get them. But this is really good. Is this worth it? I think it is worth it actually, because even though it's only 1 and it's 1,500, but it is 3. So this is something that you definitely want to purchase. Okay, just to give you the tokens, and then we'll go ahead and we'll do it there. So now watch. I'm right here now. When I explore, I only did 1, but I got tokens, so I need to explore more than 1. And of course, I'm not exploring 1. Just only exploring once. There we go. So see, I got both the rewards. It did two explorers, and I got both the rewards. So you get every box. So even if you don't land on the secret gold coins, you still get them. Okay, so there's the 10. So yeah, so definitely want to try to clear one just to get all of these. I'm not exactly sure if you look at the tokens that you're going to be able to get inside the event. I hit the wrong tab there. Inside this Mystic Conquest, you're only going to be able to get. So this is 36. So this is 13. That should be more than enough to easily clear this out. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So yeah, even if you got one on something, you'd still clear it. If you get lucky and hit a lot of threes, you could get well into floor 2, which I haven't had a chance to see what that's like yet. But yeah, it's definitely something that you want. Yeah, definitely want to participate in just for the rewards. Okay, choose what you need. Okay, skills, dust gold, shards. Choose the items that are difficult for you to get, because I was hoping that as around the holiday season they were going to give us those items, and they're starting early. I expect around the Christmas season that they're probably going to give. They probably have a festival. Then you got the Lunar New Year thing that comes along with them as well too, from the Chinese side, and they should have a pretty good reward structure inside of that as well. So we should be able to go into January, making a dent into our SP Soul Bones, our Dust Gold Terror Claws, and probably a large amount of shards for whichever character, working up some divine skills. So it's going to be good. Hopefully it'll be a good season, and we'll get some good stuff. But yeah, this is a pretty good one, giving us everything we want, and you can get a lot of that stuff from a free-to-play perspective. So I do like the event. I would like to see this event more often. It's a 3-day event, which leads me to believe it might become something that they have regularly. With regularly, I mean maybe once every couple of months or something like that. I doubt they're not going to give. This is not going to be a monthly event. Okay, well, if they change the structure of the shop, it might be. But with the current items inside of this mystery shop and the numbers, there's no way that this is going to be a monthly event. They might adjust the shop and lower the quantities and make it a monthly. But I got a feeling this is probably going to end up being something like a Soul Forge event. If they do come back with it, or probably something that runs like every 3 months, once every 3 months or something like that, which would be acceptable as long as they keep the shop like it is. But yeah, and it's just using stamina, so it's basically just sweet. So just make sure you have some sausages and just use the sausages. Okay, it doesn't matter. It doesn't say it has to be diamond stamina. It's just use stamina. Okay, and use your stamina, and you get the rewards and get the things. So just make sure you use it. I always keep a large number of sausages on hand. It's just something that I do consistently. I make sure that I get these sausage. If you purchase 5 diamond staminas, you get a bunch of sausage each day. It's a daily reward for doing it. So I make sure I do that every day. Okay, and so I can get the sausages. Okay, and I'll just use as many of these sausages as I need to make sure that I get 3,600, so that I get all the rewards. And that's what I do. That's why I keep it on. I keep it on hand, and then when two times days come along, that's when I use a lot of it. It's not uncommon for me to spend 1,700 stamina in a day during a 2 shard event, 2 times event when the drop rate's times 2. So that's not but this will probably knock it down pretty good. I'm gonna have to use 300 to get 3,000 stamina. So it's probably gonna be closer to 50 by the time this event's over. But it builds back up fairly easy, so it's not that big a deal. But I do always keep it along. So just make sure that 3 days, 3,600, 1,200 a day. Okay, is what you need to do. 1,200, 2,400, 3,600. In case you're wondering, that's what you should be doing on a daily basis, simply because of the fact that you need to get 1,200 to actually summon your mutated beast, which you should be summoning your mutated beast on a daily basis, because you get a bunch of keys and gold chests from this, and you need 1200 stamina to summon it. So if you do your standard fare, which is 1200 a day, you should be able to get 3600 without much of a problem. Okay, so just keep that in mind. All right, and it doesn't say what you use it on, you just have to use it on something. So just sweep some levels, you know, focus on something. Just make sure that you use 1200, and you'll be each day, and you'll be set. On that third day, you'll have used 3600. Get those 10, power through, and then reap the rewards. And I'm really considering those Dust Gold Terraclaws, because I've already got these Dust Gold Terraclaws up to 2-star. I believe I got them both at 2-star. Soulbone. Yes, I've got them both at 2-star. So I'm really looking to make a dent in these beastie boys. And a couple hundred shards would do that. I don't think it'd have enough to actually, you know, max it out, but I could definitely put a dent into it. And they do have pretty high rewards as they level up. As you can see, you know, you get a large jump in percentages. As I've always said, percentages mean everything. Okay, so but as you can see, it's going to take a lot, because it's 18. It's going to be 18. And then the next one, it's going to be a little bit higher, but and you have to do it, you know, 5 times. So, but you know, a couple hundred shards would definitely enable you to at least get them up to 4 or 5-star, which would be really nice. Okay, and then you can start focusing on these shards right here. These right here do not use, as you can see, I focused on attack first, then I'll start focusing on HP, and then I'll come back and do the death. But you want to max out the attack on this one, because it gives you a pretty good buff on your attack. Yeah, so that's all I got. Just wanted to test it out. Let this Soul Land Secret Realm. It's an excellent event. Definitely want to participate in it. The rewards are great. All right, so thanks a lot for watching. Remember to subscribe. Once you subscribe, you'll see a bell. Click on it. You get notified each time I drop a video. This is Kenrir, coming at you from the corner, signing out.